Hello everyone, I'm Miha0212 and in today's video I'm gonna show you the last news for DarkzoneBreaktrough. Let's get started. Alright, so these are the two news. News posts. One was posted 2 days ago. A quick note here, today is the 10th of March of 2022. And the other one was posted 3 hours ago. Now I will show you the translated titles. There we go. DarkzoneBreakout. Then we got 2 hours ago. Darkzone Equipment Knowledge Quiz. Send Test Qualification, Bullet Armor Knowledge Test. Old players may not know these details. And then we got the one from 2 days ago, which I will cover first. DarkzoneBreakout Lopai enters the dark area. Detailed explanation of the farm gunpoint. Fire fast. Good, then I will start with the one of 2 days ago. Detailed explanation of the farm gunpoint. Fire fast. DarkzoneBreakout 2022, 8th of March, 11 AM. Hello fellow pioneers. I am an old man. The farm is the first map after entering the game as a pioneer, and everyone must be very familiar with it. I also talked to you about the basic knowledge and resource distribution of the farm map before. Today, Laupai wants to change the angle and introduce some key points in the farm map that are more suitable for guns. Knowing these positions can not only allow you to plan tactics more targeted, but also predict possible ambush. Let's have a look with Laupai. Gunpoint selection ideas. First of all, let's talk about what exactly is a gunpoint. The so-called point of the gun is to choose the position to give our side an advantage in the exchange of fire. The selection of the gun point should follow the following 3 principles. First, try to get the right to fire first. Second, there are bunkers to avoid during the exchange of fire. And I don't know where the third is. Alright, the right to fire first is easy to understand. In FPS games, the one who fires first will always have the advantage, unless the difference in equipment is too great, or the marksmanship is inaccurate. Otherwise the one who gets hit first will be greatly passive due to the pain and damage to the part. The most common places to get the right to fire are usually high slopes or corners of stairs in a darker room. You can also take advantage of the poor field of vision to first lock on the enemy outside the room. Whether or not to obtain a priority, the fire can be set to be the most important criterion for the selection of gun positions. Gain priority to fire at corners of stairs. So at this point, you're basically prepared, and whenever it's someone, don't peek it, but just go out of that door. You should get the first shot, unless you're just bad, like I am usually. Right? Let's continue the text. The second is whether there are bunkers to avoid during the exchange of fire. In the dark zone, many fighters act in teams, and it is not safe to gain a priority to fire only one player. If there is no cover in the place where the gun is mounted, then in the process of the second exchange of fire, you may become a living target and fall into the passive. So the bunker basically references here to cover. Choose cover to avoid. Finally, it is best not to have no way out of the gunpoint. Many pioneers like to squat in a room with a gun, thinking that doing so would save their back safety. But doing so is relatively powerless in the face of group quos. Once the location information is known by the opponents, the experienced vanguard will use throwing objects to force you to reveal the location, and then easily defeat it. Therefore, if possible, it is wise to find a position where it is more convenient to advance and retreat. So like, use a position where cover is close to you, but you are not passively behind cover. Close range weapon rack. After talking about the choice of points, it is time to talk about the suitable gun points for various weapons. The first is close-range weapons, mainly shotguns and submachine guns. Due to their range, such weapons are more suitable for mounting guns in buildings and in bunkers. The first choice is motels and villas. Motel. Adjacent to the corridor of the main motel room is the bathroom that runs through both sides of the free safe. The gun mount in this area are different from the narrow conventional gun mounts at the end of the corridor. There are many shady corners, which can be used for corners point, and the advantage of vision. It can actively control the entrance area on both sides of the corridor, and it can also hide the unexpected. At the same time, the window in the bathroom has a wide field of vision, which can cover the north entrance of the Lions Hotel. However, if the enemy team is attacked from both sides of the corridor, there is basically no way to retreat. Therefore, when choosing this point of crouch, first judge the enemy, number of people, analyze voice print information to adjust strategy. So this is the motel bathroom, which can cover 2 points. Then we got the intersection of the 3 entrances and exits. On the first floor of the hotel is also the place where the pioneers in the novice period did their gunpowder tasks. And I'm still doing that. There are many corners here, and the shotgun or submachine gun can take a lot of advantages. I believe that many pioneers with relatively reckless play have tasted the power of the big deer bullet there. Yes. First of all, it makes a lot of sound because you are walking on iron the whole time. So whenever you move here, even if you move slowly, you make sounds, and people know exactly where you are. So you need to act fast. It doesn't make sense to move slowly because they can just hear you. And then secondly, if someone is hiding behind one of those covers and you run, or either you make slow sound, doesn't matter, you need to be quick and find cover, or you get boinked there. That's just my own experience, right? Let's continue the text. At the same time, this point is also an excellent position to destroy the Ajax, religion without injury. I don't know if that refers to the boss or not. Pioneers can try it out. If you face the threat of survival, the 3 entrances and exits can also provide you with many escape options. Unless your enemy knows what you are doing, and they will cover that with teammates. But yeah, it's also covered in the text, so I will continue. The first floor of the motel. Mid-range weapon rack gunpoint. Next comes the mid-range weapons, such as assault rifles and assault carbines. This type of weapon is more comprehensive, so there are more positions to choose from. Here, Lelpai can only give you a few examples. Motel. The 201, the room with the winter coat next door, has a balcony with a wide view. The balcony can cover the entrance area of some hotel staff quarters and the pioneer who wants to go to the second floor through the external stairs. Whether it is from a high place with a gun or directly... What the hell is that icon? It can be done here to catch the enemy by surprise or to support evacuation teammates. I now start to understand where I sometimes can get shot from the motel. Now I think I understand it. Motel 201 next door. At the checkpoint in the north direction of the motel, there is a high platform gunpoint, which has a wide field of vision and good concealment protection. It can cover the north gate of the motel and the north gap, and even the high platform due west in front of the checkpoint. The 201 room and its corridors are no exception, and enemy passing through these places will be attacked by people from high platforms. The only drawback is that this is a regular gunpoint and it is easy to be noticed by the enemy. Motel North checkpoint. Yeah, I think this is like that small platform. Yes. Then we get the villa. The villa area is relatively a lively place in the farm. In the early stage, there were pioneers who came here to search for supplies, and in the later stage there were also pioneers who passed by and ran to the eastern evacuation point. Preferentially, occupying a gun here at different times can play a role. Multiple windows in their interior control the large and small maps paths in the east, and you can use walls and windows to hide your figure. The window glass in the area is special, and people outside the building are blocked by the glass. But people inside, I'm adding this because of my own experience, but people inside can see through, but it definitely takes a little bit of time to adjust the vision. But it doesn't take it doesn't take that long, it only takes like some seconds. Alright? Many windows. The window glass in the dark area is quite special. It is difficult for people outside the building to see the indoor situation because of the glass block, but the indoor situation can clearly see the outdoor situation. I wonder if Pioneer has noticed this small feature. Yes, I did. But also if you are too close to the window, you can definitely see through as outstander. So you want to keep the distance. Farm Villa second floor. Then we have the grain exchange. The resources and battle route attributes of the grain trading posts are similar to those of the villa. They all have safes. If you give priority to the second floor, you can get a good view advantage through the 6 windows on the second floor. The platform on the second floor outside the office also has good vision and cover, which can not only hold up the enemy from the first floor at the corner, but also can hold the highway to the western evacuation point here in the later stage. Jump down quickly. Gain trading station, second floor. Then we have the stable. There is a free safe on the second floor on the stable which attracts countless pioneers to search here. Therefore several old 6 points were also born. They are specially squatting next to the safe, but the escape route is relatively limited. Exits and gaps in highway access to stables could be better. This is a picture outside the stable. Then we got the loading zone. The north of the loading bay was a sentry tower with a good visibility, where the vanguards mounted their guns to cover the crashed helicopter parts of the loading bay conditions. Most of the time you could not need to look around when you are guarding the tower gun. As a position that is easy to be found, the best way is to use headphones with a high pickup to crouch and wait for the arrival of the enemy. So to make it clear, if it wasn't obvious yet, these are camp spots, or basically angles that you need to be aware of, or if you want to cover and camp those. Loading and unloading area, north direction sentry tower. Then we get long range weapon rack gunpoint. Finally, let's talk about long range weapons, mainly including bolt action rifles and marksman rifles. This type of weapon generally has higher damage, but has a low rate of fire, and is more focused on killing the enemy with one hit. Therefore, it is best to find some places with a wide field of vision, and a certain distance from the opponent's route to ambush. There is the south wheat field. There is a high back slope near the broken bridge in the south wheat field. Using this back slope, we can build the 3 places on the side of the viaduct on the hotel. At the same time, we can also notice the movement of the broken bridge. This point is open and the terrain is complex. In the event of a crisis, it can quickly move to a motel or retreat to hide in a wet field. High slope at bridge break. In the south wheat field, pioneers can also see a two-story hut, where the view is wide and the windows are open on three sides, which can support the two wheat fields in north and south. Whether it is the south wheat field at the foot of the nearby, the flat north wheat field in the distance, it is difficult to escape. The sight of the height magnification firearm can be further improved if it's equipped with a silencer. South Wheatfield two-story cabin. Highway evacuation point. This is a pretty neat camp spot, to be honest. There is a small building next to the expressway with a good view, but its significance is slow. It is more of a stalker to evacuate at the Eastern Expressway evacuation point. If you want to gain something here, you must wait patiently for the opportunity. Yes, just camp it. Small building beside the highway. Evacuation point to the northeast of the warehouse. On the second floor of the residential house in the north of the warehouse, you can have a good view of the entire evacuation point. The residential house requires a key to open to enter. The materials here are not so abundant, and few pioneers will carry the key to this unconventional point for search. Therefore, many pioneers evacuated here and often ignored this place. The patient pioneers can try it. The concealment is quite high, but the key is also damn expensive. So it seems like there is an evacuation point there. Oh, wait a minute, I know this evacuation point. Oops. Excuse me, I misclicked. And again, the second floor at the house of the north side of the warehouse. Okay. So that wall and this window I never check when I check for campers. I should start to check. Yummy. That's all about the gun mounts and the gun on the farm. I wonder what other vanguards have their own frequently used gun mounts. Welcome to share in the comments area. Recommended in the past, a must-read farm map guide for newcomers. Do you know all these material points? Then, what is the use of the spoon? Inventory of materials in the locked room on the farm. Then we get, what is the Dark Zone Breakout? Click 7 to learn more. Test qualification acquisition. Learn more. And then we get the well-known message. Click to read the original text to get more official latest information. WeChat, Suisuku Dark Zone Breakthrough, pre-order game. Follow the official account to get the latest news. And the QR code. Then here are some comments. Trying hard to make money to buy a Land Rover, want to qualify for sofa Dark Zone Breakout. Auto reacts. This week's test qualification event is on the way. Then someone reacts, farm running nice, all 6 sets of bosses. I hope to get all the wheat so that I can ask for mercy. A few thousand yuan for me, a dog tag, not worth it. Can you talk about the armory map? I still don't know where to go to pull the gates. And the patrol team, the boss refresh mechanism, it hurt so much. Dark Breakout author, well planned. Then someone reacts, refer to the selected message. It is recommended that the official describe the armory in more detail. The evacuation route, map machine refresh, etc. can be made into videos, which will be clearer and more convenient for more players to understand the armory. Thank you. Xialiu slipped first, Thunderbolt solved. Alright, now I will head to the next post. So here it is. Send test qualification, bullet armor knowledge test. Old players may not know these details. Dark Zone Breakout 2022, 10th of March, 11 AM. Dark Zone bullet armor and contest of knowledge. Hello fellow pioneers. How can you run streaking while walking in the dark area? Fully armed to make you the most beautiful boy in the dark area. How much do you know about equipment in the squad area? Today, Laupai will the chief examiner and everyone will take the test. Primary mode. Which contact person can I purchase or exchange for the medicines in the Dark Zone? A. Rodriguez. B. Evita. C. Thomas Edward. And then D. Dick Vincent. And the first answer is Evita, B. Note, I didn't do the test. So I'm live doing it basically. Question number 2. Which of the following 4 places has less bullet resources? Ooh, bullet resources. A. Farm Grade Trading Post. B. Farm Villa. C. Valley Patch Camp. D. Valley RV Camp. That's a good question. I think Farm Villa. B. Yes. Right, next question. Which of the following 4 bullets does the most damage? A. The 12 by 70mm double-headed bullets. B. The 12 by 70mm GT round. C. The 12 by 70mm armor-piercing single-headed bullet. Or D. The 12 by 70mm larger deer. That's a good question. I think... Oh, the most damage. Ooh. I think the larger deer. So D. Nice. Then question number 4. Which of the following 4 body armor will reduce the Vanguard's movement speed? A. The 220 body armor. B. The HLC lightweight body armor. C. The H-Tech Secret Service body armor. Or D. The KN standard body armor. I think it's not A. It's not B because it says lightweight. Will reduce the movement speed. I think it's the H-Tech. So C. I think it's C. Or D. Yeah, that was my second guess. Now, question number 5. Which of the following 4 types of body armor can protect the chest, upper abdomen, and lower abdomen at the same time? I think it's obvious that, but I will just read it. A. The END 401 body armor. B. The SAK or SAC Fortress armor. C. The 6B 13 body armor. And D. The 6B 23 body armor. And I think it's the last one, so D, because it has the biggest range. Yes, right here is a GIF of a shotgun. Looking at the dispersion of bullets in the picture above, which is the following bullets cannot be caused? 6. A. Shotgun darts. B. Grizzly Zen. C. O big deer bullets. D. Diffusion deer bullets cannot be caused. I think Grizzly Zen, because usually anti-bear weapons just use big caliber. I think I'm terrible with gun knowledge. I think it's C. No. Then big deer bullet. Oh, my bad. I actually tapped C. I wanted to tap B. So it kind of counts. I just made a mistake there. Alright, advanced mode. So these are a little bit advanced questions. And I need to note that I did check this question because for later announcement to clearly explain you, but I will just guess something. Number 7. Which of the following 4 bullets does not add 10 meters of extra range? 10 points. The 12 by 70mm bomb single-headed bullet. B. The 12 by 70mm double-headed bullet. C. The, I assume, 12 by 70mm GT round. D. The 12 by 70mm deer bullet. So which of the following 4 bullets does not add? And I think it's, to be honest, I don't even remember the exact answer. I think it's the GT. So it's C. Oh, then D. And here's the explanation, which is here. But first I will answer question number 8. The new KN assault body armor level 3 bulletproof is not easily penetrated by which of the following bullets? Oh crap, I have no idea. So which bullet doesn't pen tier 3 armor? A. 7.62 by 54mm LPS bullet. B. 7.62 by 54mm T46M bullets. C. 7.62 by 39mm BP bullet. I think BP pens it. And D. 7.62mm by 39mm by 39mm HP bullet. It's either LPS or HP. I think I will go with HP. Nice. And explanation in Chinese first. Here's the explanation in Chinese. And yes, here is the explanation for question 7. Analyzes. Not all bullets can increase the extra range. Only the single-headed bullets suitable for shotgun in the dark area have this property. If there is an exception, if it is the double-headed bullet. So the double-headed bullet and single-headed bullet does increase range, and since deer bullet is a single-headed bullet, then the GT round stays. Then analysis for 8. Question number 8. Bullet penetration is the main attribute for judging whether the ammunition can penetrate full durability armor. For example, the T46M bullet penetration is 33, which can penetrate fully durable level 3 armor, and the HP bullet penetration is only 16. Yeah, okay, I remembered it correctly. It barely pens tier 2 armor, but it has high damage, so it's kind of okay, or decent damage, at least. Even very hard to penetrate fully durable level 2 armor. Then question number 9. Which of the following 4 types of ammunition has a certain bulletproof effect? Ooh. A. 626 advanced field chest mount. B. Duty tactical vest. C. M1955 combat vest. Or D. Karashon vest O. Yes. So yes, question 9. And D. hunting vest. I have literally no idea. Which of the following 4 types of ammunition has a certain bulletproof effect? It's not ammunition. We know that ammunition refers here to rigs and chest armor. Rigs? I have no idea. Let's see the options. I will just go with B and then C. It was totally guess. I had no idea. Explanation. Analyze. The bullet hanger is divided into 2 types, armored and non-armored. The armored bullet can not only accommodate the bullet, but also has the effect of bulletproof. The exception is that hunting vests are classified as an unarmored and have no bulletproof effect. Ah, okay, nice to know. Number 10. Which of the following four helmets would prevent wearing a tactical headset while wearing it? Alright, that's easy. The IND tactical helmet, for A, B, PAS2 helmet. It's kind of easy. F80 and S8. So which of these prevent for wearing a headphone? I think it's D. Because obviously the part of the ears are covered. So yeah. Analyzes. When choosing helmets, pioneers should not only pay attention to the bulletproof level, but also pay attention to the sound blocking parameters. Helmets with sound blocking will hinder the wearing of tactical headphones. All the above questions, each question is 10 points. Pioneers see which rank they are in. 50 points. Dark Zone Equipment Novice. This pioneer is electric. Could it be the legendary Knife Boy? Do not pursue George's equipment. Adhere to economic simplicity and have a knife at hand. I have it in the world. Ensure the action should be fast. The posture should be handsome and the equipment should be picked up in the game. Excuse me. 16 to 18 minutes. Click here. Dark Zone Equipment Rookie. This pioneer is well informed and he lives within his means in equipment. He does not pursue expensive equipment. The best equipment is the one that suits him. The understanding of equipment is already in its infancy. Make up your mind. And then we have 10. Dark Area Equipment Boss. This pioneer knows the dark area equipment like the back of his hand and can tailor the equipment for different combat situations. He can be called Equipment Boss in Dark Area. Now let's count my score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, the one when I that I did count, but I clicked wrong, so explanation was to B and then I accidentally clicked C for some reason and I forgot where I was. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10. Again, I'm a rookie. I'm a novice. Now the text continues. Well, the above are 10 questions about equipment in the dark area. The pioneers who answered all of them correctly can be said to be the big guy of equipment in the dark area. Finally, there is one more question that needs to be tested. If you get it right, you will have the opportunity to qualify for the cutting edge test. Come and see. Now, this is all the things that you have been waiting for. Test eligibility. Test qualification. Giveaway will continue to be offered. If you miss the previous test qualification activities, you should seize the opportunity this time. Answer the questions correctly and you will have a chance to win. And now I finally understand what this chance means. Please listen to the question, but first of all, answer the question. How many meters of extra range can a 12 by 70mm single-headed bullet add? Just send a correct number to the background of the official account, and the note here, official account background, literally means you message in DM to the official account. So I will show you. So here is the official subscriptions, and this is the official account that you follow. So when you go all the way, no, my bad, you open this and this is the official account that you follow. And if you tap this icon, you can basically send the answer here and you will get the response. I'm not going to do that because I already have the eligibility. So just send the correct number, blah, 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 number to the background of the official account. Then here's an important part. Pioneers who answered correctly and the order of answering is a multiple of 500. For example, the 500th, the 1000th, the 1500th, etc. Pioneers who answered correctly can obtain the qualification of cutting edge test. Limited amount 50, first come, first served. Now, I will just read this part and then I will explain it. Finally, what I think it means. DarkzoneBreakout. Congratulations, you are the first to answer correctly. The test qualification code T, go to the official account and reply activate to redeem it. So, what this means is, I will take a little bit of text. So first of all, the answer is 10. We have seen it before. Like I will show you where it was. So this is the picture where you literally can read which of these bullets does not add. Not is important here. Add 10 meter extra range. And the answer was the GT round. That does not add the extra range. And in this question, for the eligibility, they asked which range, which amount of range does the single-headed bullet get or add? And the answer is here 10 meters. So you should send a 10 to the official account. Now I will go back. So now an explanation for this 50 and 100 blah blah blah. So we've seen in the previous versions, which I will show you now. So I will go to a previous post, not version, my bad. So this, for example, I think it also had, yes, it also had an eligibility test. So what this had was first come, first served 50. But then there also was like a multiple of 200. What this means, I think, is the following thing. The 200th person who answers it correctly will get, obviously correctly, because the answer is just so simple. So if you even make a mistake in that one, it's just stupid, kind of. So 200 person will be the first one of the 50. That means in total there will be 200 times 50, which is 10,000. So the 10,000 people who answers it correctly will be the last person of the first count, first, third, fifth limit. And that makes sense, finally. So if I go back to the current one, which is here, and it says limit is 50 and it's a multiple of 500. So that basically means 500 times 50 equals 2500. So the 500th person who answers it correctly will be the first of the 50. And the 25th 25,000th user who answered it correctly will be the 50th of this limit. So you basically just need to answer it, and that is the chance what they were talking about. It's not like you need to be as fast as possible and be in the first 50. No. If you're in the first 50, you don't even get that, because the 500th person who answers it correctly will be the first person. And I think they do this because this kind of sounds a ridiculous amount of users, but we have seen that they announced it before, that a lot of people had claimed that they didn't receive the test eligibility, and this is why we increased the amount to 50. But with that 50, they also increased the amount of the multiplier. So I hope now that you finally understand this. Right, that out of the way, let's continue to read. Then we got some references. What is DarkzoneBreaktrough? Click to learn more. Test eligibility, click to learn more. And then finally, click to read the original text to get more official latest information. E. WeChat, search Q Dark Area Breakout, pre-order game, QR code. In the description below you can find how you can join this WeChat account if you already have WeChat. And then some comments. How many meters are added? Where can I find the answer to this question? Why should you even ask that? Then the official account answered. The previous test qualifications have already told you the answer. Yes. Then some other guy. Dedicated to guarding 6.02 is gone, DarkzoneBreaktrough. Then the author responded. There are still many qualifications, hurry up. You must reply to the correct answer and go to the backstage of the public account to have the opportunity to receive the qualification. Right, next one. I've been waiting for the event, but it disappeared as soon as it came out of DarkzoneBreaktrough. The author responded, there are many more. Only by replying to the correct sham case can you participate in the qualification collection activities. Then Jerry already hit. I also already hit. Next one. How do you know if you are multiple of 500? And this is basically the idea that gave me one of the assumptions of this idea, that the 500th and the multiple of the 500th users with the correct answer gets the eligibility. Why do you reply to the right answer, but it is still show that you are sorry that you did not win the prize this time? Then auto responded, yes, you can win prizes on designated floors, and those designated floors means the multiple of 500. So yes, basically that was it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something that you didn't know before. Feel free to react, comment, like, dislike, ring notification bell if you want. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you. And I will see you next time. Bye.